Hey, my name is Kristen Jones. I'm with UT Extension in Cannon County, and we are working with the 4-H Health Rocks mentoring grant. And so with that grant, we are putting together a family game night kit for you and your family. Typically we would do something like this in person and get everyone together, but since we can't do that this year, we thought that we would try to bring a family night to you instead. So the recipe, you'll have in your bag all the ingredients and the kitchen tools that you'll need to make it. And I just want to give you a little demonstration here so you'll know how to make it yourself at home. We thought it'd be a good addition for your game night if you want to make this for your family, or just get your family in the kitchen to help you make it. Either way, we hope you guys enjoy the family game night kits that we put together for you. So black bean and corn quesadillas is your recipe. The ingredients that we're gonna have are a can of black beans. I've already rinsed and drained all of these to try to make the video a little shorter. A can of corn. I'm gonna use about half of the can of corn in the recipe. Salsa, you only need a half a cup. You'll have extra for some other things. And 1 cup of cheese. The recipe calls for shredded cheese, and since that stuff needs to stay cold, we wanted to get you something that did not have to stay cold so we could deliver it to you in the bag. So we got this Velveeta. We are going to use about a cup of it, which ended up being about half of this block that we gave you. And I have put that in this pot and heated it up. So typically you wouldn't necessarily have to do that with this recipe. So I did want to just show you that since the cheese was in a block, we wanted to get that really melted good and mixed in with the other ingredients. So where the directions say mix the first 4 ingredients together in a medium-sized bowl, what I did was mix the first 4 ingredients together in a skillet or a pot and heat that up so that your cheese gets really melted by using this. Now if you're using shredded cheese, you wouldn't necessarily have to heat it all up together, but that's what I did for this. So that has already been heated up. Also, a big thing is wash your hands before you start cooking, and I did that here before I got started today. Just make sure that you wash your hands before you get to touching the food and get cooking. So we're gonna spray a large skillet with a non-stick cooking spray, and you'll have that in your bags. So cooking spray, skillet, and spray it. Too much. And then so it says medium heat, so I'm going to turn it to about medium. Place the tortilla in a skillet and 1/4 cup of the bean mixture. So you're measuring cups. I measured a half a cup of salsa. This one also has a 1/4 cup in here, so I can see that as well. So we want to measure about a 1/4 cup of your mixture. Put it in the tortilla, kind of spread it out there. Don't want to get too close to the edge, but I think that we can put a little bit more in here. Depending on the size of your tortilla, you might need to adjust how much goes on it. Okay. That looks a little better. All right, so we've got that. So this will leave about ½ an inch around the edge. I think we still could use a little bit more in here. Spread it a little bit. There we go. Looks like it stick to my spoon there. There you go. Okay, then we're gonna place another tortilla on top. And this is just one way of making it. If you want to put it in just the one tortilla at the bottom, you can fold it over and do it that way. I think the reason they put it as the 2 tortillas on top and bottom is to keep it from getting as messy. Sometimes when you fold over the tortilla, some of the ingredients like to fall out. So this will prevent that from happening. But so it's for about 2 minutes. You want to heat it and then turn it over. So you want to use your spatula that will be in your bag. I don't have one up here with me, but yeah, you can use this to turn it over. It's pretty much flat, but you will have a turner and a spatula in your bag. So we want to flip it over. I think this might be just as messy as folding it in half. Anyway, so maybe it's a personal preference thing. Okay, see, it's wanting to fold itself anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna let it cook on that side. So some people like it to get really brown and crispy. Some people don't want it that way, and that's okay. So really you just want to make sure your cheese is melted in there and everything's heated thoroughly. So that's more of a personal preference thing as well. If you want to cook it longer so that it gets hotter and crispier, you might use a little bit more of your cooking oil. And usually, what I have found, whenever you go to make a second one, it will cook a lot faster. So your skillet will be already heated up. So your first one, don't get too frustrated if it looks not like you want it to, like mine is right now. The next one will be better, I promise. So our cheese is melted. I think everything's hot. I don't want it to be too crispy here, so I'm not gonna keep it on the skillet for very long. So you want to take your spatula and scoop it out onto your plate. Whenever it is done, turn this off. Okay. And then you can cut it into about 4 squares. Let me try to get it straightened back up here. Okay, do it this way. Okay, so there's your quesadilla. If you want to add some more salsa to dip it in, any other toppings, feel free to do that, but that is with the ingredients that the recipe called for that we have in your bag. You can also add other veggies if you want to do that, if you have different things at home that you want to try to put in your quesadillas, or if you want to add some chicken or beef. Those are always popular things to have in quesadillas, but let's see, you have enough. It's to make about 10 servings, so hopefully that will be enough to feed your family for your family game night. Thank you very much. Enjoy.